I rise to speak about the inequality imposed by the Labor government on respondents to native title claims. Redlands City Council in Queensland is dealing with the massive native title claim involving about 3,500 properties owned or managed on behalf of ratepayers. The council is acting with the greatest of goodwill and the best of intentions towards the Quandamooka Coast native title claimants. It's seeking clarification from the Federal Court about whether native title is extinguished on any of these thousands of properties. It's a process which could take many years and it's going to cost a great deal of money. But while the Albanese Labor government is supporting the native title claimants with funding for legal costs, Redlands City Council is not so fortunate. Its ratepayers will be forced to pay millions of dollars addressing the claim because Labor has abolished the native title respondent funding scheme. It's another example of the many inequities this government supports instead of treating all Australians equally. I spoke of this racial inequality during my first federal campaign in 1996. I was stating a fact, speaking on behalf of millions of disgruntled Australians, and for this I was kicked out of the Liberal Party. Thank goodness for that. Criticism isn't racism, and facts don't go away just because you're uncomfortable with them. Redlands ratepayers, like communities across Australia, are struggling with Labor's record energy bills and cost of living crisis. They can't afford this. Labor must reinstate the respondent funding scheme, or better still, put a stop to these federally funded claims being able to be made as a small step toward racial equality in Australia. And this is just not the Redlands Shire. This is happening all over Queensland, and the funding that's put towards it is around about $71 million over the next 5 years for these Aboriginal claimants, and yet not a cent for any Australian to defend themselves. Disgusting.
Thank you. Senator Hughes.